Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old TraffordArsene Wenger's final match at Old Trafford as Arsenal manager ended in defeat with a stoppage time header from substitute Marouane Fellaini earning the points for second-placed Manchester United. Paul Pogba drove United into the lead in the 16th minute, pouncing after Alexis Sanchez had headed a Romelu Lukaku cross against the post. Arsenal, fielding a largely second-string side, drew level in the 51st minute when Henrik Mkhitaryan, signed from United in January, beat David De Gea with a well-placed effort. United's Marcus Rashford had the ball in the net in the final minute, but the effort was ruled out for offside before Fellaini headed in the stoppage time winner from an Ashley Young cross. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. That's all folks. 1900, thanks for joining me today. It's been a bit of a whirlwind in truth. I think I'll reward myself with a bucket of Harvey's best. Join me again tomorrow night to round off the Premier League action as Tottenham do battle with Watford at Wembley. Night. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Nice and classy. 1857, Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger on the pre-match presentation from Jose Mourinho and Sir Alex Ferguson. It was very nice and classy. I enjoyed it. I have come here for a long time. Next year, someone else will be in the dugout and it will be a hostile environment again. We deserve to win. 1855, Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho. We tried to win. They tried to get a point, which would be a good result for the young team they presented. 3 points were what we were looking for to finish second, and in the final 20 minutes we gave height and width and I think we deserved the win. Asked whether Marouane Fellaini will stay at the club, I think so. I think a player that grabs the crest after scoring is telling clearly that he wants to stay. I want him to stay. The club wants him to stay. I think he will stay. It is nearly there. I feel very good. 1852, Paul Pogba felt United deserved their win, telling Sky Sports, I think, yeah. We had a lot of chances. We were pushing. Fellaini came on and we know his ability, his quality in the box. We crossed it and he was there to put it in. The team played well. That's the most important thing. I feel very good. The team feels very good. We play and we try to get the points that we want and need, and that's it. The Frenchman is now eyeing a strong finish to the season, adding, the perfect season would be winning the league. We didn't have it. We've been second for a long time. We want to be second and we have the FA Cup final. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Know my quality. 1850, Manchester United midfielder Marouane Fellaini. The manager told me to go to the box if I have the chance to keep the balance in the midfield. I know my quality. I can be dangerous if the ball comes in the box. It is good for me and good for the club. Jose speaks. 1848, if it was a draw, it wouldn't have been unfair, said Jose Mourinho in his post-match interview. He spoke very well of Arsenal's display. Consider the Portuguese on the charm offensive during Arsene Wenger's farewell tour. Apologies to fans. 1845, Arsenal midfielder Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who Sky Sports awarded Man of the Match, has been speaking to the media. He said, "It is so unfortunate to fight so hard and then to go down so late in the game. Words can't describe how we feel right now, and apologies to the fans to let them down late on. I love playing centre midfield, and to do that for Arsenal at Manchester United in the Premier League is a dream come true. I guess it was a bit nerve-wracking for the lads without a full squad, but we knew we had to give the manager a proper send-off and do our best." Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Analysis from our reporter Richard Tanner, at Old Trafford. 1840, so Wenger's last trip to Old Trafford ends in the way of so many of the previous ones. Of his 22 visits in the Premier League, it was his 13th defeat. He has drawn 6 and won only 3. Fans don't warm to Fellaini, but he proved once again his impact as a sub with that winning header from Young's cross. It was hard on Arsenal's second-string lineup, who battled well in the second half, but untied just about edged it. Just before the winner, Rashford had a goal disallowed correctly for offside after Fellaini's header had struck the post. In the context of previous battles down the years, it was hardly a classic, but Mourinho will be happy enough. He has won 6 and drawn 1 of his 10 battles against the other teams in the top 6 this season, another big improvement on last season when he only won 2 of them. And this rather scrappy victory ensure United will be playing Champions League football next season, and leaves them needing only 4 points from their last 3 games to be guaranteed runners-up spot. Reuters Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Bargain 1836. I don't want to speak too early because we've only had 90 minutes to judge Konstantinos Mavropanos on, but £1.5 million is looking a steal. Calm, composed, strong in the tackle and good in the air. Ouch. 1833. Arsenal have lost 6 consecutive away league games in the top flight for the first time since a run of 7 in January 1966, Champions League. 1830. So that victory confirms that Manchester United will be playing Champions League football next season. It is now mathematically impossible for Chelsea to catch them. Reuters Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Twitter roundup. Peak Arsenal defending to do absolutely nothing to stop Ashley Young's cross when it was only going in one direction. Totally ruins what was a promising performance. Mavropanos and Maitland-Niles in particular impressing. Very amazing. Arsenal still haven't got an away point in 2018. That's why Arsene Wenger is leaving. Victor, a lot of fans don't appreciate Fellaini as much as they should. He is vital. Every goal kick goes to him. He was more important last season, but he pops up with the winner at the right place at the right time. Classic Fellaini. Manchester United 2-1 Arsene Left, and that was virtually the last kick of the game. Familiar pain for Arsene Wenger on his last trip to Old Trafford as Arsenal manager. Full reaction, updates and post-match interviews on the way. Reuters Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Reuters Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United 2-1 Arsenal, FELLAINI 92, the traditional heartbreak for Arsene Wenger at Old Trafford at the death. Young is given acres of time and space to cross. He lifts it over to Marouane Fellaini, who beats about 3 defenders and guides it beyond the outstretched Ospina. Did I ask why Jose Mourinho would bring Fellaini on earlier? I guess I got my answer. 90. There will be 4 added minutes folks. 89. Disallowed goal. That was 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Fellaini connects beautifully with a Young cross and guides it against the post. The ball cannons off Rashford into the goal, but he was a few yards offside. Correct decision. 86. Arsenal aren't offering much as an attacking force. I think they will be content with a 1-1 here at Old Trafford. Not a great deal coming from the hosts either. The Fellaini substitution hasn't really worked for me. 83. Antonio Valencia reserves worldies for Everton. He arrives late to thunder a looping clearance, but that's now safely orbiting the globe. Reuters Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. 80. Okay, final 10 minutes and Manchester United are edging it on possession. A corner falls to Anthony Martial, who drags a snapshot wide. Incidentally, should Mustafi and Koscielny be worried? Chambers and Mavropanos have been very impressive. I'd drop the German for the Atletico clash personally. 79. Joe Willock replaces Henrik Mkhitaryan. His brother Matthew is actually on Manchester United's books. Family loyalties and all that. 78. We have 12 minutes of normal time remaining. This game is going nowhere. Totally fizzled out. 75. Jamie Redknapp is busy trying to sell all over Manchester United's players. He's already discussed Marcus Rashford's need to leave Old Trafford to gain regular first-team action, and now he's moved on to Juan Mata. 72. Mike Smalling nearly bags himself another goal. Centre-back, who's channeled his inner Lionel Messi recently, arrives at the perfect moment to swipe a loose ball home but misses it completely. Timing is everything. 69. Danny Welbeck sniffs an opportunity after some good work by Maitland-Niles to dispossess Fellaini. He fires straight at De Gea from 20 yards away. Reuters Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. 66. Analysis from our reporter Richard Tanner, at Old Trafford. 4 subs all in one go. Fellaini and Martial on for Herrera and Lingard, Welbeck and Monreal for Nelson and Kolasinac. Let's hope it improves the action. Not much happening in either penalty area at the moment though. 63. Couple of changes. Reece Nelson is replaced by Danny Welbeck, who's pretty familiar around these parts. Anthony Martial and Marouane Fellaini replace Jesse Lingard and Ander Herrera. Oh, and Sead Kolasinac is injured. Nacho Monreal comes on at left back. 60. Mkhitaryan is looking to add a second to his tally when breaking away down the left and firing narrowly high and wide. He's up for it. 57. Henrik Mkhitaryan is the first player to score for and against Manchester United in the same Premier League season. 56. Does anyone know why Henrik Mkhitaryan didn't celebrate? Just seems bizarre that he wouldn't against a team that wanted him sold. Anyway, United go straight up the other end and Ashley Young sees a deflected effort sail wide. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Analysis from our reporter Richard Tanner, at Old Trafford. 55, double blow for United at the start of the second half. Lukaku has hobbled off with an ankle injury after appearing to twist it in a tackle by Mavropanos, a worry with the FA Cup final and World Cup looming. And Mkhitaryan has equalized out of the blue after sloppy play by United. Valencia's pass was intercepted by Xhaka and as Smalling hesitated he put the Armenian clear. His shot went through Lindelof's legs into the far corner with De Gea helpless, and looking annoyed that the prospect of another clean sheet has disappeared as he chases his first Golden Glove. Just what the game needed though. Rashford is on for Lukaku and he has happy memories of the Gunners. He scored a double against them on his Premier League debut 2 years ago. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United 1-1 Arsenal, Mkhitaryan 52, guess who's back? That's right, Henrik Mkhitaryan is back with a bang. Manchester United are sloppy in possession, allowing Granit Xhaka to steal the ball in midfield. He slips it over to the Armenia international, who strides forward before powering it into the corner. He didn't celebrate. 51, that's a worry. Lukaku is down clutching his ankle after a 50-50 with Mavropanos. He tries to shake it off but it looks serious. Marcus Rashford replaces him. 48, nice charge forward from Maitland-Niles, who pierces through the Manchester United midfielder but runs out of steam. 45, and we are back underway at Old Trafford. No changes at the break, which isn't too surprising when you look at Arsenal's bench. Check, Holding, Monreal, Welbeck, Nketiah, OSEU 2-2, Willock. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford by analysis from our reporter Richard Tanner, at Old Trafford. HT, for the bite, nastiness and tension of the old battles. This has an end-of-season testimonial feel about it. Arsenal look as if they will be happy to come away with a 1-0 or 2-0 defeat. They have knocked it about quite nicely but typically have not really caused Untied too many problems. Nelson diving header from Aubameyang's cross was the closest they have come. United seem to have been lulled into complacency and have failed to build on their early goal. Young hit the outside of the post and Xhaka was booked for persistent fouling, but there's no real edge to the proceedings. Apart from the goal, the best moment came when the Gunners fans poked fun at the low-key atmosphere inside Old Trafford by chanting, "It's just like the Emirates." Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Xhaka, HT, Granit Xhaka is getting the treatment from Thierry Henry and Graham Souness in the Sky Sports studio. They are analyzing every mistake he made in the first half, and there's plenty to choose from, including losing possession for Paul Pogba's goal. Souness is about 5 seconds away from ripping his shirt off and marching down to the dressing rooms. Twitter roundup: Alex, over the last 6 months, watching Manchester United makes me so tired. No pace to the game, too intricate and a lack of meaningful running. Marcus Rashford offers this and is constantly on the bench. It's a tough watch. Rishi, this game has the feel of a friendly. No intensity whatsoever. Such a contrast to Roy Keane vs Patrick Vieira days. What has happened to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Not looked dangerous in most games since moving. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United 1-0 Arsenal. It's been a fairly encouraging 45 minutes for whoever will succeed Arsene Wenger. This side of inexperienced youngsters have done pretty well against a full-strength Manchester United. A Paul Pogba prodded finish separates this sides at the break. United not playing with a voracious appetite, but deservedly lead. 45, quite an impressive burst of speed from Victor Lindelof beat Aubameyang to a ball over the top. Didn't know he had that in his locker. 43, Arsene Wenger might want to considering hooking Granit Xhaka at halftime. He's been given a final warning for another late challenge. Woodwork. Ashley Young weaves his way inside and thunders a cross shot against the post. 40, nice bit of interplay involving Lukaku and Sanchez, but the Belgian is swamped when he breaks into the penalty area and Arsenal clear. 38, I suppose it was to be expected that this game would lack intensity. Arsenal are heavily changed, and with Arsene Wenger leaving, it's all a bit nice. Aubameyang looks to connect with a Bellerin cross, but his header is tame and De Gea drops a cap on it. Not literally obviously, but that would be hilarious. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. 35, Lingard breaks clear and surges forward but once again decides to be selfless by laying it off for Lukaku, who promptly loses possession. Just shoot, Jesse. 32, I see Liverpool have announced that Roberto Firmino has signed a new 5-year contract. Not that they're trying to steal the limelight. 29, penalty appeal, but an optimistic one as Alexis Sanchez goes in on Maitland-Niles. You've seen them given but referee Kevin Friend didn't fancy it. Analysis from our reporter Richard Tanner, at Old Trafford. 27, nice touch before the game with Fergie making a presentation to Wenger as they posed for pictures with arms around each other. Fergie urged Mourinho to join in and he did rather reluctantly, for once appearing not to want to steal the show. No sentiment on the pitch though, with United taking only 16 minutes to take the lead against Arsenal's youngest starting lineup in a Premier League game since that infamous 8-2 defeat in August 2011. Is that an omen? From Lukaku's cross, Sanchez was denied a goal against his former club when Bellerin deflected his header onto a post but the ball bounced back to Pogba, who tapped home for his 6th goal of the season, and his first at home since November 18. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. 25, Paul Pogba looks in the mood. He's finding those pockets of space and spraying it here, there and everywhere. Arsenal need to stick someone on him. Xhaka booked for a clumsy challenge. What's new? 22, close. Henrik Mkhitaryan nearly nets against his former club but the slick Arsenal move results in the Armenia international dragging it just wide of the post. 19, well, that respect shown to Arsene Wenger appears to have gone out the window. Manchester United fans sing, "Arsene Wenger, we want you to stay." Arsenal supporters respond, "Arsene Wenger, he won the league here." 17, Paul Pogba has been directly involved in 4 goals in his last 4 Premier League games, 3 goals, 1 assist, as many as in his previous 12 games in the competition. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United 1-0 Arsenal, Pogba 16, and there's the breakthrough. Romelu Lukaku wriggles his way down the left flank and shrugs off the attentions of Sead Kolasinac. He lofts a ball over to the unmarked Alexis Sanchez, whose header bounces off the post and falls kindly for Paul Pogba to convert from point-blank range. Will the floodgates open? 14, Nelson with a pop shot from distance. He's looking to sneak it in at the near post but you'll have to do better than that to beat Dave. 12, Arsenal's confident start has subsided a fraction as United shift through the gears. Romelu Lukaku's flick goes straight through to David Ospina, as the hosts continue to probe around Arsenal's 18-yard box. 11, not selfish enough. United get a slice of luck as the ball cannons out to Lingard, but the midfielder crosses into a congested 6-yard box instead of firing goalwards. Sport Image. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. 9, this is going better than expected for Arsenal. They are playing with freedom and look more than capable of scoring as Bellerin sends a cross that's a little too close to De Gea. 6, first chances goes Manchester United's way. Xhaka passes the ball straight to his former Chilean colleague who slips Pogba through. The midfielder snatches it into the side netting. 3, Granit Xhaka gives Alexis Sanchez a traditional Xhaka welcome by bundling him over and stepping on his ankle. 1, and after that extremely strange hugfests, we're underway at Old Trafford. Respect. 16-29, that's nice to see. Arsene Wenger is receiving a warm round of applause from the stand closest to the dugouts as he takes his seat. Sir Alex Ferguson makes a presentation to the Arsenal boss and there's a giant hug between the pair. They even invite Jose Mourinho over for an even bigger embrace. And now Alexis Sanchez comes and hugs him. What is happening? Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United vs Arsenal. 16-27, quick reminder of those squads as the sides emerge from the tunnel to the Stone Roses. Manchester United 11, De Gea, Valencia, Lindelof, Smalling, Young, Herrera, Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Sanchez, Lukaku. Subs: Pereira, Rojo, Mata, Martial, Rashford, Fellaini, McTominay. Arsenal 11, Ospina, Bellerin, Chambers, Mavropanos, Kolasinac, Xhaka, Maitland-Niles, Nelson, Iwobi, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang. Subs: Cech, Holding, Monreal, Welbeck, Nketiah, Oseu Tutu, Willock. SOUNESS since 1626, two words rarely used in the same sentence, but I agree with Graham Souness, who isn't sure about Arsene Wenger's starting 11. The last thing he wants is to get bashed up 5-0. If they are going to be on the back foot when they go to Spain next week, why not play the same side, he told Sky Sports. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford missing, 16:23. Does anyone know what's happened to Eric Bailly? My fantasy football team is suffering without him. The centre-back has become somewhat of a fan favourite at Old Trafford, but he's now missed clashes with West Brom, Bournemouth and Spurs. He's definitely not injured, no drama, 16:20, good effort, Jeff. Sky Sports reporter Jeff Shreves asked Arsene Wenger about his rivalry with Jose Mourinho. But the ultra-professional Frenchman played it with a straight bat, saying that the rivalry is on the pitch and afterwards it is fine. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United vs Arsenal analysis from our reporter Richard Tanner, at Old Trafford, 16:18. One look at the Arsenal team sheet will have United fans dreaming of a repeat of their 8-2 win over the Gunners in 2011 or the 6-1 triumph in 2001. Not entirely unexpected that for his final trip to Old Trafford as Gunners boss, Wenger has one eye on Thursday's Europa League semi-final second leg with Atletico Madrid. He has made 8 changes from the starting lineup from Thursday's first leg, with a trio of youngsters, Reece Nelson, Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Konstantinos Mavropanos, all in the team. The 3 survivors are keeper Opson, a Bellerin and midfielder Xhaka, who will wear the captain's armband. By contrast, United have made only 1 change from their team that beat Spurs in the FA Cup semi-final last weekend. Victor Lindelof replaces the injured Phil Jones. Jose Mourinho and Sir Alex Ferguson have paid tribute to Wenger in the Untied programme, and United fans will, hopefully, give the Frenchman the respectful send-off he deserves despite the intense rivalry between the clubs over the years. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Twitter round Upadval. Arsene Wenger has fielded a rookie team on purpose today to avoid the embarrassment of getting thumped with his full starting 11. Clever way of absolving himself of responsibility. Arsene Wenger will be hoping Arsenal's youngsters can do to Manchester United what Marcus Rashford did to Arsenal a few seasons ago under LVG. Matt Mavropanos has been impressing in the under-23 squad, but I'm stunned he starts this game. He was 100% a Sven Mislintat recommendation, so let's see if he is earning his keep. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford programme, 16:10. There's a touching tribute from Sir Alex Ferguson to Arsene Wenger in today's programme. He hails the Frenchman's absolutely fantastic career at Arsenal, adding that the job he's done in those 22 years is phenomenal in terms of the Premier League. Fergie also refers to him as an exceptional person. Sweet. Can't win with kids. 16:05. Arsenal will be hoping Alan Hansen's famous quote proves incorrect once again today. The average age of Arsenal's starting 11 is 24 years 67 days. That is their youngest for a Premier League game since August 2011, which was also at Old Trafford against Manchester United, 24y65d, when they lost 8-2. There's something worryingly cyclical about that stat. Getty. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Have your say 1600. If you want to vent your frustrations, or discuss any issues in the world of football, within reason, then get in touch. You can either comment at the bottom of the page or contact me via Twitter using the hashtag FootballFriends1555. That's quite an appropriate headline given I binged on the In-Betweeners last night. You can tell my social life is thriving. It looks like Jose Mourinho and Arsene Wenger's long-term rivalry will end on a peaceful note. The 68-year-old has had a number of unsavory spats with Mourinho since the Portuguese took over at Chelsea in 2004, with the rivalry between the pair often leading to verbal, and sometimes physical, altercations. While the two have clashed in the past, Mourinho spoke warmly about Wenger following his announcement and has since suggested they could even be friends in the future. Fairytale stuff. Getty. Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Alexis reunion 1550. Arsene Wenger thinks today's reunion with Alexis Sanchez will be a strange sensation. Yes, Arsene, I'm sure it will feel strange as he's unleashed against debutant Konstantinos Mavropanos. Anyway, having been named man of the match in last weekend's FA Cup semi-final win over Tottenham, Sanchez will now meet his former club for the first time in what will be Wenger's last visit to United as Gunners boss. Asked if it will be a little strange coming up against the former Barcelona man, Wenger said, "Of course. The only thing that has not changed is the color, that is still red. It's strange for me to see him in a different shirt because he had a strong bond with the club and of course he was here for a few years. He did extremely well for us. Twitter roundup dip, somebody please help. Arsene Wenger wants us to remember his last trip to Old Trafford. With this lineup it could easily be 6-1, if we're lucky. Ole Inca, another 8-2 scoreline imminent at Old Trafford with the squad Arsene Wenger is putting out today. Tom, Arsene Wenger asking for one last thumping at Old Trafford. That starting lineup is so weak it's embarrassing. So, not a lot of optimism amongst the Arsenal fans this afternoon. REUTERSManchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Team news, Manchester United 1540, just the one change for Jose Mourinho from the side who beat Tottenham at Wembley. Victor Lindelof comes in for Phil Jones in defense. Elsewhere it's business as usual with Romelu Lukaku supported by ex-Arsenal icon Alexis Sanchez and Jesse Lingard with Paul Pogba in a more advanced role. Team news, Arsenal 1535, right, this could take a while to explain. It's safe to say Arsene Wenger has rested most of his squad for Thursday's trip to Atletico Madrid. Frenchman has made 8 changes for today's battle with Manchester United with David Ospina, Hector Bellerin and Granit Xhaka the only survivors from the 1-1 draw with Diego Simeone's side. 20-year-old Greek defender Konstantinos Mavropanos starts at the back alongside Callum Chambers with Bellerin and Sead Kolasinac at fullback. Ainsley Maitland-Niles partners Xhaka in the middle with Reece Nelson and Alex Iwobi on the flanks with Henrik Mkhitaryan in the number 10 role. REUTERSManchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford. Manchester United vs Arsenal 1530, and here are your lineups folks. Mavropanos with a debut against a full-strength Manchester United. Good luck. Manchester United 11, De Gea, Valencia, Lindelof, Smalling, Young, Herrera, Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Sanchez, Lukaku. Subs, Pereira, Rojo, Mata, Martial, Rashford, Fellaini, McTominay. Arsenal 11, Ospina, Bellerin, Chambers, Mavropanos, Kolasinac, Xhaka, Maitland-Niles, Nelson, Iwobi, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang. Subs, Cech, Holding, Monreal, Welbeck, Nketiah, Oseu Tutu, Willock. Getty Manchester United vs Arsenal, live Premier League score, goals and updates from Old Trafford afternoon 1520. Welcome to our live coverage of the Premier League. New best friends Jose Mourinho and Arsene Wenger. I'll explain that later. Go head-to-head at Old Trafford. With only the quest to secure 2nd and 6th placed finishes at stake, today is more about personnel. Wenger takes his Arsenal side to Old Trafford for the final time. Alexis Sanchez meets his former club for the first time since leaving and the Gunners are expected to rest key players for the umpteenth time ahead of the Europa League second leg with Atletico Madrid. After that suitably low-key introduction, let's have the team news and lineups. Manchester United vs Arsenal. Sergio Romero remains the only absentee for Manchester United with a knee injury sustained on international duty with Argentina last month. Antonio Valencia has overcome a muscle complaint sustained in last weekend's FA Cup semi-final win against Tottenham. Arsene Wenger could make a raft of changes for Arsenal. The Gunners have prioritized the Europa League in recent weeks and, following a 1-1 home draw with Atletico Madrid on Thursday night, Wenger will want his first-team regulars fit and raring to go in Spain. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, cup-tied in Europe, is available while Henrik Mkhitaryan could feature against his former club but may be one of those rested, having only just recovered from a knee injury. Mohamed El-Neni, ankle, and Santi Cazorla, Achilles, are missing. Last season, Arsenal 2 men UTD 0.